Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but made alive in the Spirit, in which he went and proclaimed to the spirits in prison. That's 1 Peter 3:18 and 19. We usually talk about the crucifixion and the resurrection, but what happened between those two events? You might be surprised to know that the Spirit of Jesus was anything but dormant during this time. Though Jesus was physically dead, his body was physically no longer functioning. After his crucifixion, his spirit was still very much alive. And he traveled to the spiritual realm to declare to the imprisoned demonic forces that he had triumphed over death and sin, and that they had been defeated. This event is significant for a number of reasons. The first is, we have a scriptural example of life after death. The spirit is not in a comatose state, but things are happening beyond the physical realm that are significant. The second thing is, Jesus is making it clear that his sacrifice was sufficient payment for all sin. That means he would only have to die once and for all. If his death on the cross had not been enough the first time, then we would have no hope whatsoever of gaining eternal life, because Jesus would have to die again for each additional sin committed after his crucifixion. That is not the case, because Jesus saved us from the sins we committed in the past, the present, and in the future. The precious blood of the spotless Lamb covered our sin-stained souls so that we could stand before the Father completely justified. As we observe Good Friday and Resurrection Sunday, let's be mindful of all that Jesus did for us so that we can rest with joy and gratitude in the amazing salvation Jesus has given us.